Utopia Sprawl on your land, untap your land, play a Voyaging Sailor. And then it is turn... Oh, okay, wait, so he has another land too. So it would actually be... So it would be 2 lands, so that would be 3 mana, Blood Moon, or Voyaging Satyr plus another Utopia Sprawl. Oh, no. Overgrowth.
Can he cast a turn 3 Tooth and Nail? That's the question.
Yes.
He has to turn 3 Tooth and Nail in Twine?
Yes. He can go... Okay, so it's throw an Arbor Elf, right?
Okay.
Then turn to Utopia Sprawl, untap the land, make 3 Overgrowth on the Utopia Sprawl land. That's makes the land produce 4.
Okay.
I'll say it produces 4 now. So it produces 4 now, right? And then you go... So next turn you go 3rd mana. That's 4, 5, 6...
Almost. Where's the Simian Spirit Guide when you need it?
Almost.
Man.
There is... Oh, no, there's a line. It's crazy, but there's a line.
Okay.
So you go Utopia Sprawl, then you go untap, Utopia Sprawl.
Oh, so it involves 3 Utopia Sprawls?
3 Utopia Sprawls.
Okay. So not very likely.
Yeah, probably not going to happen.
That's still cool, though.
You get a Voyaging Satyr in there somewhere, too. There is a sequence that we can turn 3 a Tooth and Nail, 1/2 a Tooth and Nail at least.
I want to see this happen.
I think turn 3... Yeah, so I think turn 4 is the regular turn that you can fire off a Tooth and Nail Entwined, but you can probably fire off a Tooth and Nail into putting an Emrakul and a Xenagos into play from your hand naturally on turn 3.
Okay, fair enough. So it's like probably going to be turn 4 is a consistent Goldfish.
Yeah.
But turn 3 is possible, maybe possible.
Yeah, I don't think turn 3 is possible. Yeah, turn 3 is possible for kill, but not
Entwined.
Oh, crap. Matthew Tupper with the Double Midnight Comics shirt on. Max respect right now.
Nice, with the magic font. Gotta love it.
Oh, yeah. Reppin' the home store on stream.
So thanks for being patient. If you're still watching, thanks for being patient. These guys are about to start. They'll have a brief time extension. So they won't be penalized for getting a feature match. In other words, they're going to still get the full 50 minutes, and they're ready to begin. So these guys are both 2-1, trying to advance to 3-1.
Tupper wins the die roll. Very good for him. He's going to find a basic and hopefully play good old Arbor Elf turn 1. Utopia Sprawl is also valid, because that allows him on a turn 2 Blood Moon, eventually. Or, is it just a fetch into pass?
That seems like a terrible hand.
Fetch into pass.
He has 10 1-mana plays, and he didn't have one. And an Emrakul in hand. I don't know his whole hand, but it seems like this could have been a mulligan candidate.
Jeez. All right, so we have a Faithless Looting from Elliott.
Life from Lone Mountain, that's a pretty good start. Threatening to get his engine going on turn 2.
Right, so Tupper has the second land. He drew a turn 2 Arbor Elf. A little late on that one.
Yeah, no Utopia Sprawl? What is going on here, Matt?
Does not have a... I don't know if he has a red source in his hand. Matt, what are you doing?
Alright, so Life from the Loam is dredged. Flipping a Valakut, so Life from the Loam gets back 2 lands right now. Elliott wants to fill his hand with lands and then play something like a Molten Vortex or the Seismic Assaults.
Yeah, most definitely. All
Doesn't.
right, so Tupper draws. Oh, nope. I'm sorry. He had an Expedition in his hand. Those darn things. Okay, so he Blood Moons him. So Elliott is now off green for the moment.
He has 2 forest cards in his deck.
So this is, and we swing for 1.
Nice.
Getting in there with Arbor Elf.
And yes, Cook in the chat, the one and only Gil, was kind enough to be our table judge today. He's making sure the players have the right life totals, uphold the correct rules, the only rules.
Alright, so he has countryside pressure, though, so he can deploy this.
Yeah, I mean
we got a reader.
Yeah, I don't blame him for reading this card. This is a Mooring Tide card, I want to say, old school card. Might have gotten like one reprint in the Masters set, but
it did get reprinted in Masters 1. That is true.
Whatever. I'd read that card too because I forget. I forget if it's during the draw step, during the upkeep. I forget what happens if you draw cards on other people's turns.
Oh, can't tap that for green. Sorry about that, Tupper.
Yep.
Right. So he's going to strap it up to this forest, declare red most likely.
Yeah, I'd say.
Oh, he said the wrong thing. You made a boo-boo, Matt.
Yep. Prison rules.
He can still make 4 mana here, though.
Yeah, I don't think the difference between 4 and 5 is going to matter this turn.
Yeah, so go untapping. 4, play this Garruk. Garruk, another way that this deck produces a lot of mana fast.
Yeah, this is nice, but at the same time, if he doesn't make a beast token...
The Garruk just dies here.
Right.
Yeah. So he definitely has to tick down into beast.
Primetime in the Tooth and Nail player's hand.
Yeah. Ticks down, makes a beast in order to block the Countryside Crusher.
Mm-hmm.
Countryside Crusher does not have trample, correct?
It does not.
Okay,
Is
so
easily chump blocked.
We immediately hit a spell.
But that's a pretty good spell.
That is a very good one.
Pretty good spell. This is probably going to start discarding pretty fast here. Elliott has a bunch of lands in play.
Oh, yeah.
And whenever a land goes to the graveyard from anywhere, Countryside Crusher gets a +1/+1 counter, not only when you mill it.
Oh, that's quite good.
Yeah, so now we have a 4/4. 4/4 will get in and threaten to do a boatload of damage, because if Elliott had a bunch of lands in hand, he might just be dead. But it looks like he's going to play it conservatively. He's going to kill the creatures.
He's going to come in for 5.
Just 5.
Tupper's going to say, okay. Matt Tupper's going to untap. He's found another Utopia Sprawl. So this time, he's going to make sure he targets the correct land. He's going to go put it on that one. Name another color, probably green here. 4 mana. Make another Garruk. Of course, this is not going to do a whole lot here unless he goes. He could go untap and make another 4 mana, I guess. Which looks like he's going to do. But what does he have after that? That is the question.
Yeah, he needs a big
Just
mana
pass.
play.
Yeah.
He didn't quite have enough mana to cast Primetime.
So it's a Countryside Crusher.
So yeah, upkeep this happens, and now I believe Elliott's trying to decide whether he wants to dredge Life from Loam or draw this Countryside Crusher. And he decides to draw the Crusher.
Crusher quite good here.
Yeah.
Good to multiples.
Elliott, I must say again, Elliott, only 2 green sources left in the deck, so no Life from Loams will be cast this turn unless he gets very lucky. Oh,
Anger of the Gods.
Okay, clear the way.
Sweep it out. Attack your Garruk. Get that out of here.
Says go. So no more lands for the rest of the game for Elliott. Only what he's got in hand. He's got to make this work.
Tupper has a draw.
He's about to be facing down Primetime.
I believe he's Eternal Witness in hand. He could Ewit back that land.
Oh, okay, okay. So he doesn't have the 6th mana.
He does not.
Alright, yep, that's the land. Can't get fancy trying to go for Garruk. Does have to get land.
Yeah, the presence of the Seismic Assault really shuts down his plan on a lot of his smaller creatures and planeswalkers. So he's going to go... Oh, nope, can't go fetch.
Makes sense.
Yep. Just going to play this as Mountain and trigger yet another Countryside Crusher trigger.
Life from Loam gets dredged, because if you're going to draw it anyway, why not just put a few more cards in your graveyard? Could hit something sweet.
Makes sense. Gets one counter on his Countryside Crusher. Second Crusher. Shoot your Ewit.
Yeah, landed the win. Good thing from Elliott. I like it. Make sure he gets a counter on both of his creatures.
Attack you for 7.
But at this point, he's down to 3 cards in hand, only 1 land left.
Alright. Tupper untaps and draws. Looks like he found a Nykthos. And Nykthos doesn't do a whole lot this turn. Okay, so he has a Primetime and an Emrakul in hand. Emrakul's not getting cast.
Yeah, no, that
anytime soon.
That was in his opening hand. I still have to go back to pregame and figure he should have taken a mulligan here. No 1-drop with Emrakul in hand. That's tough.
His hand was quite slow.
But you know what? He's still alive, and Elliott has had a great draw, so maybe he knows something we don't. Let's see what he's got here. 6 mana.
Prime time. So just he can really get anything here because the Blood Moon isn't going anywhere, so it doesn't matter.
No, it really doesn't.
Yeah.
He gets a mountain and a forest. I actually like his decision, like quote-unquote optimal play is to get a Kessig Wolfrun in case Elliott kills the Blood Moon, but that's obviously not going to happen this game.
Yeah.
And why not keep the information hidden? Why not just say, okay, you don't know about the Wolfrun?
So 1 counter on each Countryside Crusher. He's going to dredge it. Wow, this synergy.
Yeah, this is nice. Countryside Crusher, you just get 2 more counters. This is crazy.
Whoa.
We have a 10-10 Crusher and a 7-7 Crusher. And that's lethal.
Take 7 and
There
die.
we go. Elliott Raff. You know, if they determined winners based on sexiest deck, Elliott would have won the game before it started.
I would agree there.
But they don't. Tupper has a chance to come back. He has a sideboard.
And he has the play yet again. So if he is able to fire off a more explosive draw than the previous game, he definitely has a shot. So Elliott's draws really, his deck isn't super quick in what he's doing. So
No, that was like probably about as fast as Elliott gets, and it was still slow.
yeah.
Elliott's not trying to race anybody here. He's just trying to build up an insurmountable advantage with his life from the low.
That was like turn 7, turn 8, like plenty of time. So post board, let's see. So out of Elliott is Blood Moon, Hornet's Nest. I don't think neither of those seem very good here. Kitchen Finks, Seal of Primordium is good, definitely comes in. Kills Utopia Sprawls.
Yep.
Tireless Tracker doesn't really do anything.
No, you don't want that. You don't want the grudge.
Ancient Grudge doesn't really do anything. Anger of the Gods is fine, I guess.
Yeah, it really depends what Elliott thinks the plan is. Like, if Elliott thinks Matt's plan is to swarm the board with creatures and then overrun with Garruk, which is a reasonable thing to think, right? Maybe he brings that in.
I think Elliott. I think Tupper's line in this game is just go for it. It's just go for combo, go for broke. Don't try to chip them away with beasts and Eternal Witness. Just slam my combo and kill you.
Yeah, I agree.
As quickly as possible.
There are some matchups where that might work, like blue-white, even Death Shadow. They get themselves so low that a few beasts may be good enough to finish them off.
Yeah.
But against the Seismic Assault combo deck, no.
So, yes, out of Tupper's sideboard, we have a Scavenging Ooze. That might be fine.
Oh, yeah.
We have Lightning Bolt. I actually think those come in order to try to kill Countryside Crusher before...
Oh, on site.
Yeah, on site. Bishaiju doesn't do anything. Relic doesn't actually do anything, though, is the thing.
No, it's good against Loam, right?
It's okay against Loam.
It gets their first Loam. I think you definitely bring it in. The Crumble, though, I'm not really sure about the Crumble.
I have a bad feeling Tupper will side in the Crumble, though.
That's not the worst, right? I mean, you hit the Valakut?
Yeah, you hit the Valakut, but that's like the only application it has. Bonfire doesn't do anything. Graphics Cage isn't that great. Creeping Corrosion, nothing.
Wormcoil. I like the Wormcoil, yeah.
I like Wormcoil. I also like Alpson Bailoff. It's difficult to kill. You need a 2-for-1 it.
Yeah, I feel like the Bailoff might just be a little too small. Like if it was maybe like a 5/5 or like a little too low impact. It's okay though.
It's fine. Cool. So think about it. It becomes an immediate clock, right? So you play the Bailoff. on like turn 3 or so.
Yep.
And then it just immediately starts clocking your opponent.
The problem with that, in my mind, is like, what if he has a Countryside Crusher that's just next turn's a 5/5? Then
That's
you're like,
true,
oh
yeah.
man. But at the same time, you have the Bolt to deal with the Crusher.
And there are only 4 Crusher in the deck. That's only relevant threatening creature. So
I actually really like Tupper's sideboard. Like, not many of the cards are good in this particular matchup, but I like the way he's constructed it. He has the life gain all up the mana curve with Baloth, with Thragtusk, with Wormcoil. He has ways to interact with enchantments and artifacts. Actually, I'm lying, not enchantments, only artifacts.
only artifacts, yeah.
He has the anti-counterspell cards. And, I like the way he's constructed his sideboard. It's a goofy deck, and it's probably not tier 1.
No, not at all. This is tier 3 at its finest.
It's cool,
but
though.
It is cool, and it can win games, and it has won 2 matches so far. And it definitely, he is not out of it yet.
No, I think he probably has a good matchup against Elliott. Elliott's got to be bad against combo. When a red-green turn 6 or 7 fair deck plays against a combo deck, it's not pretty. All right, they have their opening hands. Tupper on the plate actually has a 1-mana card this time. That's got to be a good reason to keep. Oh, he has a lot of land, though.
That can be fine, though, in the Tooth and Nail deck. The Tooth and Nail deck really only needs to draw 1 real threat card to just be absolutely in it.
It's true, and yeah, I think he's kept a hand of 6 mana sources and a Crumble the Dust, I want to say. So he's really banking on drawing a big spell, with which he has a lot, right? He has 3 Primal Command, he has 4 Tooth and Nail, 3 Harmonize to find it. The Xenagos might be a real threat if he draws it.
It's true. It can be turned on by the number of enchantments he has.
2 Primetime. When is the last time you've seen 2 Primeval Titan in a deck?
It's been a while. Maybe 4 years.
I mean, I don't know. I've never played this deck, but I gotta figure 2 Primetime is not the right number.
I think it's fine. I don't think you need the 4. I think his numbers are actually pretty good, like all across the board. 'Cause Harmonize sets up finding the Tooth and Nail, right?
Yep.
Like you need to be able to dig for it. Group Wild Speaker, one of the best ramp cards in the deck. You need the Overgrowth, you need the Utopia Sprawls. The Blood Moon offers free wins. I guess maybe you could shave a Primal Command, but the thing with Primal Command is you get to Primal Command so fast, and you can just blank their lands, which is so good.
That's true. It's like a time walk.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
it's a big 5-mana time walk.
Huh.
In green.
This is, yeah, I kind of just realized. So Matt has the prime times, but not the Valakuts. Elliott has the Valakuts,
but not the prime times.
Oh, when do you see that?
They're like peanut butter and jelly. They just need each other.
Wow. I'm going to bite my tongue right about now. All right, here we go. Same turn 1 as last time. Faith's Looting.
Elliott's deck firing on all cylinders of consistency.
We'll see. No loam. That's what he really wants. But he is in a maul. Maul to 6. Had to settle for whatever this 6-card hand was.
We see a land on Tupper's side. So he's going to play that land. He's probably going to suit up.
The correct land.
Yep. Suit up the right one.
That was close. That was close. He hovered over that tap land.
Is Crumble the Dust non-basic?
Yeah, it's not basic.
It is non-basic? Okay.
Or maybe it might be able to exile any land, but it only searches.
Ooh.
If it's
Tupper misses
non-basic.
the attack for 1 here. Not entirely relevant.
No. He's bluffing the lightning bolt, okay? Bluffing the lightning bolt.
The disguised lightning bolt. I like it.
Maybe.
All right, so Elliott has a Vortex into a land fetch. He's probably going to grab a Stomping Ground or a Mountain, and then fire off a land at one of these creatures to slow down Tupper's draw.
Yeah. Molten Vortex looking pretty good right now. All these little creatures Matt's relying on are just going to get mowed down if Elliott wants them to be. But at the same time, he's untapping with at least 5 mana.
Yeah, what Tupper needs to do right now is he needs to draw not Emrakul, the Aeon's Torn.
I know. That's a terrible draw.
That is not the one. And this Crumble Dust is looking worse and worse by the turn.
Yeah, look at this board state.
He's reading his Crumble Dust. He's like, that card doesn't do what I want it to do. pass the turn back.
No attack for 1. This man has principle. He says, no, I'm not going to beat you down with Arbor Elf. No, that's not my plan. My plan is to combo you.
Yeah. I don't need this 1 damage.
1 damage? No. Pass.
Loam back. Oh, no.
This is gross.
Oh. It's like magic hell.
All right, so good draws right now do not include Bird of Paradise.
He's thinking about playing the Bird of Paradise. He's like, that doesn't... No. All right, so we're just going to play his tapped.
Oh, this is awkward. Now, this man has principle. He might play the Shockland untapped to make a statement.
Make a statement. Send a message to Elliott. He's like, whatever. I'll make him use a land, use a mana. I think that's kind of fair here because that bird isn't going to do anything for us in the game.
No, absolutely not. If you play it, if you don't play it, it's almost the same result.
Yeah, because he needs to do this at sorcery speed every turn just to get rid of it. Elliott does so. Maybe
he'll prevent a 4-drop from coming into play. Who knows?
Yeah.
Flashback looting.
And he's going to dredge life from alone. The interesting thing about the dredge mechanic, if you did not know, dredge is any draw, not just your draw step. So you can potentially... That's what made dredge insane with Cathartic Reunion, was that Cathartic Reunion allowed you to dredge 3 times, potentially, after discarding your dredgers. Dredge, a deck we haven't seen yet today.
No, it's one of those decks that should have a bigger metagame share, that is really good, that people just don't like to play.
Yeah, it's not very fun. I know some people back home, like Katie Lamar, who love to play it, but I don't really enjoy it that much. I don't enjoy playing against it. My loss in top 8 of a RPTQ was to it, so that makes me salty. So yeah, dredge. Just all the hits from Tupper. Here is my 1 mana dork.
Yeah, classic problem. Playing mana creatures. You draw them on turn 6.
Yeah. Cast Lay from Loam, draw 3 cards. Look at my sideboard. Figure out what's going on. Look at my handful of cards. Kill your guy. Oh. Okay.
Not yet. Soon.
First, we will draw 2 and then discard 2. Try to find our Countryside Crushers to close this game out. And then we'll play land and kill your elf.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, I would not let him untap an elf under any circumstance. Untap draw. What do we find? We find a forest. You know, it gets him closer to casting an Emrakul. I gotta say.
Oh boy, this is nice. Nice matchup here. Nice close, interactive matchup where both players get to have fun.
One player's getting to have fun. Tupper's a good sport though, so I'm sure he will leave this match unfazed. Still has this Crumble Dust in his hand, though. I think he probably should have just fired it off at some point.
Yeah, I suppose. If we're figuring that he needs to draw a high-impact card, that's going to use all his mana anyway.
Yeah.
So, might as well use the mana while you still have it.
Elliott dredges Loam again and grabs 3 lands back yet again. At a certain point, I wonder when he just starts shooting him in the face with these lands.
I'd say at his end step.
Yeah.
Tupper's end step.
Next end step. Seems right. Tupper draws. We did not see the card, and now he's thinking. Ooh, is that a Tooth and Nail? Oh, wow. I didn't think of that. If he's able to manage to Tooth and Nail and Twine, the game ends on the spot.
Wow.
So Tupper is, even though it looks horrendous for him, he is nowhere close to out of this game.
Yeah, he has no more mana here. Oh, even Tooth and Nail's first mode, where he just puts 2 creatures into play, could be enough.
Yeah, if he draws Emrakul naturally, he can just go, Emrakul, next turn, attack you.
Yeah.
And will that be good enough? I think so. Probably.
Or mana. Yeah. Now,
crumble you.
Now you gotta use the crumble. Because if all goes according to plan and you draw land next turn.
So, gotta make a red. Shoot you with this.
Yeah, this.
That makes a lot of sense. So they're gonna get exiled anyway.
Yep.
Look at my hand, look at my deck. Oh, yeah, okay, all 4 were in the graveyard. Alright, so then Tupper gets a quick peek-see through the deck.
He's like, wait, commune with the what now? I'm the one playing gods. What? What card is that? That's either Crumble the Dust, which exiles a land and all other lands with the name, or if you're asking about Commune with the Gods, it's you look at the top 5 cards of your library, you choose a creature, land, or enchantment, and you put it in your hand. The rest go to the graveyard. So it both powers up Life from the Loam and is a tutor for the card you need, be it the red source, the enchantment that throws lands, or even the creature, if you're looking for a crusher.
It is quite good.
It was seen play in some of the Vizier decks too, just as an extra tutor. I mean, you figure Ancient Stirring's one of the best tutors in Modern. Commune with the Gods pretty close.
Oh,
just costs 1 more mana.
I've cast many an Ancient Stirrings in my day, and that card is fantastic. Commune with Gods, almost as good. More versatile, certainly.
Here we go.
Loam.
Dredgy.
We hit no lands, but we dump a crusher in the yard. Grab some lands back. The cycle lands from the new Monoket in his deck.
Excellent addition.
Excellent addition.
Because they're mountains too. A lot of people forget that they're mountains.
Oh yeah.
Which trigger Valakut, and if he ever draws a Splendid Reclamation, the game is just over.
Oh yeah. Alright,
yep,
so
land it is.
Tupper rips his Keswick Wolfront.
Here we go.
Who's he on? He's on
the magic
5,
number.
6, 7. He's on 7, so he can put a creature from his hand into play.
Oh, he's excited. Look at him.
Oh man. Oh, does he have Emrakul in his hand?
Yeah, he does.
I don't think Elliott
Elliott thinks there's no way he can lose this game. He does not know that Tooth and Nail's in the deck, but now he does. Look at that. Emrakul in play. Elliott's a little worried now.
He's like, oh no.
I don't know if he's going to be able to race this. I think he's going to be like 1 or 2 lands short. I'm not sure though. Oh, Elliott thought he had this game locked up.
Oh no!
See those cards flicking? He's like, "Oh my god! What? Wait,
how do I lose this game?
What's going
on?
I'm
gonna count my permits. Oh.
He's at 7. He's low. I don't know how he got that low, but
insane.
He's definitely below 15. And even if he wasn't, there's a Keswick in play.
Oh, there we go. Names were flipped around. Names have been fixed. Life totals have been fixed.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Tupper's at 7. Oh.
Oh, 7? He should just be dead, right?
Oh, yeah. He should.
Does Elliott... I mean, there must be something we're missing, because if he was dead, Elliott would just show him.
Yeah. Oh, I think Elliott doesn't have enough lands, and having to Loma at the same time?
1, 2.
I think there is a math that works out to why Elliott is doing so much counting.
I'm sure there is, yeah. I'm sure it's not a slow roll. He's like, yeah, I'll enter the attack step with Emrakul.
Attack. Shoot you for 6.
Oh, so he was one land short. One land short. His hand is 2 Anger the Gods.
Oh, yeah.
Is there anything he can draw?
So he's got to sacrifice 6 permanents.
Does he have a Lightning Bolt in his deck? Oh, he does. He has 2 Lightning Bolt.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Oh, he figured out. He's got to cast it. Never mind.
He sees it. Wow. Elliott's like, what? How did I lose that game? What just happened there?
That's tooth and nail for you.
Head shake. That was awesome. No access to the Vengeful Pharaoh. Could not. It is not in the 75. That would destroy Emrakul. That's one of the few ways that Emrakul can be killed. Elliott's like, nope. Didn't put it in the deck. Didn't put it in the board. But he does have 2 extra cards here. Maybe he's putting back in the Seal of Primordium? Not sure. Oh, that was great.
That was awesome.
We're done here. I mean, we can just end the stream, end the tournament. Like, that was cool. That was cool enough. That's the highlight of my day so far.
Really, yeah. Oh, I see. I spy with my little eye through the fence. All the Double Midnight crew over there, all cheering Tupper on.
See him up there in the top right. He's like, "Yeah, that was me. I did that.
I put the 15 mana card into play for the 7 mana."
It's like not even that good of a discount.
It's not real. No, I mean it's fine. It's fine. It's 8 mana.
It's okay.
No, yeah, that's 8 mana off.
Yeah, I would spend a card to make 8 mana. I guess
I'd take a 53% discount. Any day.
All right. You got me. Now, does Elliott know that Xenagos is in the deck too? Like, this is so off the radar. I have no idea.
I think Elliott knows a lot. Based on the fact that Elliott has a fully foiled Modern deck, I believe that Elliott pays attention to Modern, and he probably knows what Tooth and Nail is and how it functions. So I'm sure,
just like win on the spot.
I'm sure that he knows that Xenagos, how the deck functions. I mean, like, I'm sure he knows that Xenagos is in the deck. I highly doubt that he does not know.
Yeah, I mean, even if he doesn't know the exact card, Xenagos maybe. Tooth and Nail wins the game on the spot if it resolves with Entwine, no matter what deck you're playing, no matter what configuration of it you play. So he's got to figure, okay, maybe Kiki Jiki. Something. I mean, Kiki Jiki Emrakul is good too. You lose your original copy, but you get to attack the turn it comes to play.
Ooh. Correction from chat.
No?
Kiki Jiki is non-legend.
Oh, I'm an idiot. Thank you, Jeff.
Another correction from chat that calls us real dum-dums. Commune with Gods does not hit lands. I don't know how Magic cards work, ladies and gentlemen. I know most Magic cards. I've played with a whole lot of them, but sometimes I forget. All right, drawing their 7s. Elliott on the play.
All right, instant.
Saying no, sir, to that hand.
Instant 6s.
Both of them saying no, sirs. Oh, interesting.
They'll have about 20 minutes left to complete this game. I think they'll be able to.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Elliott's deck can be a little slow sometimes, but he can when the game gets snowballing in his direction, he can get there as long as an Emrakul's not put into play on turn 7.
Yeah, I see Elliott's deck getting more than one draw. To be honest, like if the Valakut's are dealt with, if they get crumbled or surgicaled, it becomes a grindy game. Or if a Rest in Peace is put into play, Elliott can still win. It just takes a while.
Oh yeah.
And he can mow down all the creatures. It just takes a while. So we'll see. Shouldn't happen this game. Ooh. Tupper back to the well again.
Ooh, down to 5.
Oh yeah, he says
it's time for my 1 pile shuffle.
So drastic, I need to pile. Elliott's like, really, man? I have the statistics on pile shuffling. Elliott says it's not gonna do anything, dude. Well, we can't see his face right now, but he's annoyed.
Elliott, is he a firm pile shuffle proponent?
Look at that face. No, well, I mean, if you know anything about pile shuffling, you know it doesn't do anything except count your deck.
Yeah.
But he should be ecstatic. He's up against this red-green deck that
requires critical mass and is losing critical mass very quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a hot air balloon with a hole in it. Just air is flowing out.
This is really goofy. And I mean, if the one Emrakul wasn't in Tupper's hand, Elliott would have no way to lose that game. He was one turn away. He was one untap step away. Hell, he was one extra permanent away from winning that game. One extra land in hand away. It basically was decided by one life. And that was with Tupper getting pretty lucky to draw the Emrakul and the Tooth.
On 5, he's seeing. It's looking to see he's seeing lands and a tooth and nail.
Pretty ugly.
Not great.
I feel like a Death Shadow deck would just eat Tupper's deck alive. Like, yeah, Stubborn Denial, that 9-mana spell, thanks. My turn. Attack with a 1-mana 12/12.
Pass. We say Valakut tap pass. Ooh, Tupper draws a Primal Command.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
He is going to need to eke some value out here.
Oh yeah, most definitely. He's gonna go with fetching. Find a Stomping Ground untapped. He seems to have a 2-mana play.
There we go. The Satyr.
Ooh,
He's a Voyager.
that's good. Certainly not bad here.
All part of the plan. I'm sure Elliott has a way to deal with it. At the very least, a Countryside Crusher. Shock.
Sucking it up. Slamming a Countryside Crusher. Oh, Tupper kept. Actually, it's pretty fine here. Tupper kept in the Crumble to Dust, and he is going to crumble the Valakut.
All right.
That's okay.
Right.
Yeah, that's the best thing you can do with that card. That's fine. So we've got Double Anger, Loam, Seal of Primordium.
Huh. All right. So Elliott doesn't need the Valakut. Honestly, the Stone Rain is just as good as the Exile effect right here. Because Countryside Crusher basically ensures that you're never going to draw more land. And if Matt can somehow deal with the life from the Loam, Elliott's stuck on 2 land for the rest of the game. And I don't know that that's going to happen, but it could. Or like if by some
crazy happenstance that happens.
If he can destroy 1 more land.
If he has he unfortunately does not have a second Crumble to Dust. He could Primal Command and put those lands back in his deck if Elliott does not draw. If Elliott flips a non-land card here.
That would be really sick.
Wow. Okay, so he flips a non-land card.
Terrible
goes
flip.
attacking for 3. And so he can't. Oh man. So he can Primal Command both his lands back into his deck and have him shuffle.
Well, he'll never draw another land because of.
Like 200 Crusher.
Yeah. Well, yeah. He would have to have him shuffle to get rid of the Loam, basically. Does he have the Primal?
Oh, he has land Primal.
Oh my god.
Oh, does he do it? Is it gonna happen? He could also put. Okay, I hope he doesn't. He could put the Countryside Crusher back in his deck, right? Or is it just lands?
Non-land.
Non-land?
So the correct modes on this card right now are put a land on top, shuffle the library. Let's see if he's. I think he's going to search for. No, he's gaining 7 life.
Oh no! 7. Oh wait, but no, because the Countryside Crusher is going to put the land in his graveyard.
Still
anyway,
locked.
So it doesn't matter.
He's still locked. Yeah, you're right.
Oh wow! This is incredible.
Oh, that's a Lightning Bolt, though. That's one of the few good draws. And now Elliott has to win with Countryside Crusher and a Lightning Bolt. This is it. This is all he has.
This is my game now.
5.
So if Tupper can put up any kind of major defense here, Elliott is in the worst of positions.
Oh man, locked under your own Crusher. Ouch.
Harmonize.
All right,
we're digging in.
Not what he wants here, but it's
okay.
Not the worst.
Yeah.
He's using his mana.
Okay, so he has lands. He has a Utopia Sprawl. He's thinking. Just like wait. All right, plays this Kessig. Pass the turn. All right. Oh, man.
Really needed to... Okay, so he dredges. Hopefully hits land. All right, 2 more counters. It's a 7/7.
Yep. Elliott never going to draw a relevant spell for the remainder of the game.
There is 4 Molten Vortex, which doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Faithless Looting does a little something. Lightning Bolt, Lightning Axe. Yeah, that's really it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Faithless Looting would be a good draw because that allows him to find lands. That's
true.
Pretty much. I think that's the only good draw in his deck left. Oh man, he drew the Wormcoil Engine. Ah! I don't think he can play it this turn though. I don't think he has land number 6.
Yeah, he needs 1 more turn.
Wormcoil Engine does not matter how big Countryside Crusher is. It will kill it. It will kill it dead.
On the mull of 5.
This is the most excited I have been for a Magic game in a long time.
Tucker's trying to lock him under his own Crusher. This is amazing.
He's thinking about his other lines. He's got a Utopia Sprawl, so he can either go Harmonize again or Utopia Sprawl on a land. I think the line's got to be Utopia Sprawl, so you can lock in this Wormcoil next turn. Just in case Elliott draws a bolt.
Yeah, I mean, Utopia Sprawl's a free spell. He's going to cast that. Whatever he's doing this turn, he's casting Utopia Sprawl.
Yeah. Okay, Utopia Sprawl. Sick.
Name's red, I'm sure.
Right. So he can also, just to assure he doesn't die, he can. He can Harmonize here too. Oh, sick.
Okay.
So and then he can hold up this elf to block this Countryside Crusher if he needs to.
Elliott does have outs. He can flip land, Lightning Bolt, land, Lightning Axe.
Oh wow. Okay, so that's okay. So he's not dead though.
No, he'll be at 2.
Nope. He's going to be at 2. Wow, what a top deck though. What a game.
Sick. Look at Elliott, head in his hands. He's like, oh my god. But he's out of bolts. There are no more Lightning Bolts in his entire deck.
That's it? Wow. Okay, so he literally is out of cards.
Faithless Looting, Lightning Axe. That's it.
He's Tupper counting up his land. Can he Tooth and Nail?
Oh, this is so janky.
Tooth and Nail into Emrakul and Wormcoil.
This is...
And the handshake
Oh
is extended.
God.
I cannot wait to talk to Tupper. You have...
Elliott, poor Elliott,
Oh,
man.
Elliott.
I would be mad too, man. The Crumble to Dust into the Primal Command seals his fate.
Wow.
Drops him from 3 mana to 2 mana to 1 mana. And, Elliott, I'm sorry. I feel bad. That is terrible. But Tupper moves on to 3-1. Wow. What a game.
That was incredible.
Elliott, it's okay, man. It's okay. You can still judge. Well, welcome back to the booth, everybody. That was pretty exciting.
That was so sick.
That was
so sick.
Definitely the best game of the tournament right there.
Oh, man.
Best match. That was awesome. Your boy, the Tupper,
Bringing it
pulls it
home
out.
for Double Midnight.
There
Bringing
we
it
go.
home for the home store.
There we go. Beating Elliott Raff. I mean, we got to give Elliott credit. This is a deck of his own devising, his own tuning that he's been working on for a year, he said, or 9 months, or however long he said he's been working on it.
No disrespect to Elliott.
It looked
here.
really
Elliott's deck
good.
was very good.
It looked really
he
good.
just got blown out by big mana deck.
Yeah.
That's just what happened.
I mean, how many decks in the tournament have the capability to go LD, effectively LD, 2 LD spells in a row? Probably pretty few.
Not many. He just oh man.
That's so sick.
Oh man.
That's so sick. I love it. And we didn't get to see the Splendid Reclamation in action. Too bad. But you know what? This deck, I think, will be a player in Modern. We'll see. Gonna get Tupper over here for an interview. That'll be momentarily. To answer chat's question, where can we find Elliott's list? We did a deck tech with Elliott that will be played during one of our breaks during the day. It'll be then uploaded to YouTube, and we'll put the deck list either in the YouTube description, the YouTube comments. Check our YouTube channel, TJ Titanium Series. You'll find previous deck techs there, previous tournaments, and Elliott's deck list will be going up there eventually.
Yeah, we'll get it
Not
up.
today.
We'll get up reasonably soon.
You can probably find them on Facebook too. Send them a message.
Yeah.
Whew, that was cool. And that was definitely our last match. The backup match is no longer playing. That was like a 50-minute grind right there.
What a grind fest. All right, so I'm going to
Here's the boy.
usher you out of here. And then...
Yeah, let's do that. Let's at least do that.
Oh.
This is ridiculous. It is effective.
Come on in. Mr. Tupper.
Yeah, weird seeing you here, man.
Weird seeing me here? Oh.
Yeah.
Look at you.
I know.
Look at you right now.
I'm pretty pumped.
From 04 at F&M.
Every week with the same deck.
With the same deck. To 3-1 at the biggest tournament in the Northeast.
Yep.
Repping the set.
Yep.
Just, I don't know if you heard any of my loud shrieks from over here.
I did. I caught them, yeah.
I was ecstatic on multiple occasions during that game.
Yeah.
Man, that was incredible.
Yeah, it was quite the grind at the end. Yeah, racing for...
So tell me about Tooth and Nail. Tell me why you can't give this deck up and why you keep playing it.
When I first started, I started when I was a kid, didn't really know much about Magic. Always heard, started right around Mirrodin Block. And I would always hear about Affinity and Tooth and Nail. Those were the decks that I would always hear about. Both of them pretty out of reach for a 10-year-old. So when I got back into Magic, I was like, I'm gonna be a budget player. And then I realized that all my friends play, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna sink some money into Magic. Really liked ramp decks. Didn't really want to go into Scape Shift or anything like that. I want to be kind of unique because I like playing what I like to play.
Yeah.
And just been playing with Tooth and Nail and adjusting it ever since, really. Yeah.
We talked about your sideboard and how we think your sideboard is one of the best sideboards we've seen all day.
It
was just
so adaptive.
It's so good. It's just it battles everything in the meta right now.
That's Chameleon Colossus, Death Shadow. Again, anything with discard, bringing the Baloths. The only thing that I'm debating is the Thragtusk to Baloth ratio. I think 2 Baloths, 1 Thragtusk is probably the way to go right now because I haven't seen a ton of burn. And I think just if they make me discard the Baloths, it's a little bit better value. So
makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah. Incredible match there against Elliott.
Yeah.
Elliott, fantastic player, and you were able to just absolutely best him.
Yep.
Right? In the most insane ways. Each game, you looked like you were dead to rights.
Oh, I was.
And then game 2 was your mull to 5.
Oh, I know.
And then
second one today, second mull to 5, being able to pull it out.
I was so happy that you saw the line.
Oh yeah.
I was terrified because I was like, he's gonna bring. I know Tupper. He's gonna bring in that crumble dust, and it's not gonna do anything.
Yep.
And then crumble dust won you the game.
Yeah,
you proved me wrong.
Yep.
I will say that.
Yeah. So in the second game, I was unsure to hold it and wait for the Valakut, but he wasn't playing it. He just kept loaming it around.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, well, I'll just take the Stomping Grounds. I already see 3 of them. Just get them out of the way. But at that point, I wasn't too sure how reliant he was on Valakut, and he told me it's just kind of backup plan. So.
Yeah, he was on the Splendid Reclamation plan.
Right. Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah.
But man, your deck, insane. It looked insane there.
Yeah, it's so much fun to play. It is so much fun.
Yeah, it seems like the kind of deck just it's like you said, it's an F&M deck. You grind with it. And sometimes you have a good day.
You do. You hit those harmonizes when you're in a deep hole, and you're like, there's the 3 cards that I needed.
Look,
ready to go.
Here's Tooth and Nail into Worm Coil, Emrakul.
That's honestly when I drew the Emrakul and the Worm Coil, I was like, I gotta get it here. I need to land this Worm Coil somehow. I need to block with it. I need to kill it, gain the 6, and just wait. But the Tooth and Nail. Yep, dropping both of them.
Locked out of the game by his own Countryside Crusher.
Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah, having to make it big, sack his lands. Surprised he did it, but it makes sense though. You just gotta race at that point. So
yeah, I mean, you gotta just start coming in with it, and then I mean, he didn't expect a
Primal Command.
He didn't expect a crumble into a Primal Command.
Yep.
I don't think that's what Elliott signed up for today.
No, I don't think anybody is gonna expect that. Yeah, no.
that's the thing that's really so unique about your deck is that it can just get people who don't have really a pulse on Modern.
I get so many comments where it's I Arbor Elf into Utopia Sprawl, and they're like, all right, weird Valakut deck, and I'm like, sure, if that's what you want to believe. Like,
Yeah, and you just
we'll play
Primeval
like
Titan,
that. Yeah.
Tooth and Nail, and
Oh,
you're
yeah.
like, oh.
Yeah,
Then they get 30'd and they're...
Yeah, exactly. And they're just like, oh, well, that's what the deck does. And I'm like, yeah, that's it. Yeah, I haven't gotten the turn 3 win yet today, but it's fine. There's a ton of interactive
So I was
decks.
trying to analyze what the turn 3 win is. What is the line for the turn 3 win? Because I
right.
can't recall what the sequence is.
It's normally Arbor Elf turn 1 with the Forest.
Yeah.
Turn 2, Utopia Sprawl on green. But you play a Nykthos, and you have a Garruk in your hand.
Nykthos,
and then you're able to, like, Garruk untap next turn. If you have another land, then you basically, I think you end up with 9 exactly over the Nykthos, and you're just able to go. It's, like, very specific hand, but it happens.
It can happen.
Yeah, Caleb did the math out, and he was like, if you put in Spirit Guides, you can win on turn 2, and I was like, not really worth it, but...
It's a little too deep.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I don't want to be like full-on combo, but yeah.
But yeah. Thank you for joining me in the booth, though.
No problem.
I appreciate your time.
Yep.
Continue to rep the set.
I'm gonna, yep.
Keep crushing it for the home store.
Yeah.
And I hope to see you in top 8 tomorrow.
Yeah, I hope so. It'll be cool. Sweet. Thanks, man.
All right.
Have a good one.
See ya. All right, so that was Matt Tupper getting Zach back in the booth. Pairings going up for the next round already.
Yeah, that was a long one.
Oh yeah.
He didn't look that happy.
Tupper?
Why didn't he look that happy?
He's a little sullen. He's just a sullen dude.
Stoic.
Very stoic.
Yeah. That was awesome. So he's 3-1 now. And you know what? This tournament's moving along. Yeah, it's 8 rounds, but it's kind of just over the cut. So 5-1, 6-1 definitely going to be in. 6-2 maybe. 6-2. We'll sneak in. We'll see. But tournament's moving along. We're halfway through. Halfway through crown the top 8, and then we're play down to top 4 tonight, I believe. So stay tuned for all of that.
Oh, we're playing top 8 today?
At least the first round. At least that's how it was last time. I know it's mostly decided by attendance, the time the tournament is over, and our schedule tomorrow morning. So we'll find out about that and tell you guys in a couple rounds.
Let you know pretty soon about that.
Exactly.
Some questions from the chat. Main event attendance was somewhere around 150.
160, I think.
160? Yeah. About 160. Any dredge? Not that I've seen so far. I know a few local dredge players didn't end up coming or played different decks today, but I haven't been out on the floor, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about dredge, how like, people don't really like to play it or play against it.
Yeah.
Also, it's like, when you play dredge and you just see them reach for their sideboard, you're like, well, I hope they don't draw it.
Yeah.
Like, because what can you do? You know, it's like, yeah, you can board in your like 1 or 2 Maelstrom Pulses, you can board in your Abrupt Decays, but you're at the mercy of what they draw. Because they play Rest in Peace, you're just done. What are you going to do? Hardcast your Stinkweed Imps? Hardcast your Narcomoebas with their Spreading Seas land? Like, what are you going to do?
You're gonna start out. Some decks play a 1-up Steam Vents so that they can start casting their prize amalgams.
Yeah, probably worth it.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's not bad. It can be a thing.
But yeah, if we see any dredge and they're still in contention, so X1 or better, we'll try and get them on stream for you.
We'll get some dredge on stream. We'll get that nice splayed out graveyard across all corners. I like the one where they go like a big grin, where it goes like along the sides of the playmat and then along the bottom.
They're show offs, man. They're show offs. I like the ones that like snake back and forth. Those are nice.
Are good ones too.
Because
Yeah.
in Modern you technically don't have to care about graveyard order. But if you want to be really OCD, really anal retentive, you got to care about the graveyard order. It has to be perfectly laid out and in the correct order.
Yeah, it's gotta be. You can only view the name of each one, and it's right next to the deck, splayed in this line like this.
Love it. I mean, dredge is cool, and like I could see myself playing dredge for like 1 event, 2 events, but to have dredge be your main deck, your main strategy, I don't know. I would just get old for me personally. I like to lock people out in other ways.
Chalice.
Stingbridge. Chalice. I'll tell you what, I played Chandra Torch of Defiance in a Modern event, and that card doesn't really lock people out. It's not really a lock piece, but
it's real good at killing people.
Good. Yeah, I was really impressed by that card.
It kills people real quick, real efficiently.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to like in Elliott's lands deck to eventually see like 1 or 2 Chandras. The card is just so good.
Oh yeah.
Help it fight on like a fair front, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I that card's going to find a home in Modern. We see Gideon of the Trials finding a home in Modern.
I'm surprised at how many powerful planeswalkers they still print. They really like. One thing I will say about Wizards Design Team is that they will every couple sets they'll hit. They really hit in a good way with cards. They make cards that are just fair enough.
All right.
Who we got?
So I picked this match mostly because of Jacob. I didn't know what his opponent Sam was playing, but I knew what Jacob was playing. Jacob is Bant Spirits, featuring, you ready? Geist of St. Traff, Steal the Godhead. Wham, bam, kill ya, ma'am. Yes.
Oh, no.
What's his opponent Sam playing?
His opponent Sam is on what looks like... so his name is... nickname is called Saturdays for the Boys. And let's see, we have Blessed Alliance, Wall of Omens, Jace Architect of Thought, Gideon Jura.
Nice.
It's the blue-white.
Oh, I like blue-white a lot right now. Blue-white is really good, and Supreme Verdict is going to be brutal. Because let me count the creatures in this deck. All but 4 spells, 4 Collected Company are creatures. So,
but Selfless Spirit exists.
Yeah, this is true. Jake does play 3 Selfless Spirit, which can protect him from the Supreme Verdict. Supreme Verdict can't be countered, but
it can be countered.
Exactly. So pretty cool. The usual hits in the Spirits deck, right? You accelerate with your Noble Hierarch and your Bird of Paradise. You're accelerating to the Drogskull Captains and the Rattle Chains and the Collected Companies to find them.
Yeah.
Mausoleum Wanderer is pretty good.
It's a good card.
Counter Sphinx's Rev and stuff.
It's not bad.
Nebelgeist Herald, an interesting one. That's the tapper,
The tap
I
one.
believe.
Yeah, it's whenever a spirit enters the battlefield, tap target creature opponent controls.
Yeah, not
with
bad.
Flash and flying for 2/1. Does that prowess too?
No, it does not have prowess. It could. They put prowess on all kinds of random stuff now.
Everything gets prowess.
Like, wait, does Bedlam Reveler have prowess?
Yes.
Why? Does it need prowess? I don't know.
Yeah, it's already 3/4. It's big enough. I think they wanted it to be bigger. It's a spell-based card, you know. That makes sense.
Only real standouts here: 1 Kira, Great Glass Spinner, and 3 Selfless Spirits. Otherwise, the Bant Spirits deck does what it does. It does what it does fast and efficiently, and that's all it does. After sideboard, sure, then it has a little more options.
Yeah, there's a couple things with sideboard, but main deck is just, this is what I do.
Yeah.
That's it.
Spirit, kill you.
Yeah.
Lord.
Spirit Lord.
Now, Sam Richardson from the Boston area lives in, I believe, Cambridge. I know he's probably going to come over here and tell me, no, it's Somerville. Whatever. He lives in the Boston area.
Yeah.
To this Western Mass guy, it's all the same. He's playing blue-white, but it's not always what he played. He won the February Titanium Challenge at TJ's. I think it was like a 60-70 person tournament. Mm-hmm. He took it home with a junk deck, kind of like a low-to-the-ground Grim Flayer deck, right? Mm. Grim Flayers, Tarmogoyf's Lingering Souls, Liliana.
Yeah, the Grim Flayer mid-range.
Yeah,
deck,
no 1-drops really. Only discard spells for 1-drops. But you have lots of 2s, lots of really powerful 2s with Confidants and stuff.
Any Rhinos?
No.
No, Rhino, come on!
No.
Rhino is so good.
Yeah, it's sweet. I mean, I have all mine from that limited and standard format. I'm just waiting.
Yeah, I want to play a Rhino deck. I've been brewing. I've been brewing this deck.
Okay.
All right.